If you have this kind of thin pork fat for 20 Hryvnias and you don't know what to do with it, it's so thin you can't just throw it away, and a bottle of vinegar, then I'll show you what to do with it. And no, it's not marinated pork fat. Let's go, I'll show you. Hello friends, you're on the Food on Fire channel. I'm about to show you a recipe using the thinnest pork fat. Just look at it. Pork fat? There's almost none here and it costs very little. This kind of pork fat is usually expensive. And now I'll show you a really great recipe you can make with it so you can enjoy it and it'll be incredibly tasty. Let's get started. First we need to remove the skin from it. We don't need the skin, but you know I never throw the skin away. I keep it in the freezer and then cook something with it later. So let's remove the skin. We've removed the skin, carefully put it in the freezer, and later I'll cook something with it. We get this thin piece of pork fat. I'm from Solidar and my home was destroyed, so I set up a fundraiser to raise money for a new place. The link is under the video. Thank you so much to everyone who helps or has helped. If you can't or don't want to help, just enjoy the video, leave comments, hit like and subscribe. That's the best help. Let's continue. Here's our Salo. I rinsed off the excess salt and now we need to cut it into pieces like this. Thank you. Like this. See how thin it is? You may wonder what to do, but I'll show you. And all of this, we put it all into some container. I'll give you a hint. We'll need a skewer soon. Remember how as kids, well, probably everyone as a kid grilled pork fat over a campfire? It was really tasty. But if you apply a bit of experience and ingenuity from adult life to that pork fat, it won't just be tasty, it'll turn out to be something divine. Look, vinegar, well, a couple of tablespoons. Don't worry, if you marinate fatback like this with vinegar, meat, it will turn out dry. But fatback is basically just fat. You're just going to make it much tastier now. This kind of mustard. Here as well. You can use a spoonful or two. You can even add more. I like it with mustard. And black pepper if you're using fatback. If it's fresh rather than salted, you can add more salt. My fatback is salted, so I won't add any more. That's all. Since the recipe is very quick, just give the coals about 20 minutes and you can put it on right away. We're lighting the coals now and we'll put it on the coals right away. Now we're threading the pork fat onto the skewer and we'll also need some black bread to make it 10 times tastier. I saw this on TikTok, it made me laugh a lot. How they do it. They take pork fat, cut it into these really nice perfect pieces, and the bread into the same kind of pieces, and then put them on the skewer like this. Bread, pork fat, bread, pork fat. Never do it that way. If the bread burns, which happens fast, it ruins everything. And the pork fat won't cook properly because only the edges will get burnt and that's it. It just won't turn out the way it should. Never do it like that. It's better to just put the pork fat on a skewer so there's a little bit of space. Alright, make sure there's space between the pieces so they cook properly. Oh, it's slippery, hard to put on, like this. So they fry up nicely. If you do it differently, it won't turn out right, especially with bread. Never put it between them. Well, anyway, we're threading them on. We take our skewers and go grill them. The smells here will be amazing. The pork fat on the coals is something else. Subtitles, the aroma is just incredible. Nice. There's a common belief that the coals, like the smoke, give flavor to the sheshlik. No. The flavor comes from the fat that drips onto the coals, evaporates, and creates that aroma. A little bread here so it soaks up that aroma and fat. The bread has absorbed all these aromas. We removed it, but we'll fry it again later. It just needed to soak up a bit of fat, a bit of smokiness from the burnt fat. and we'll finish frying the pork fat back. I want it to be just a little bit crispy. And yes, pork fat back is fatty and it can flare up like this. But our coals are still too hot. I didn't have time to wait for them to cool down, so sometimes you just have to do it this way. That's it, we've brought it to this state. I'm happy with everything right now. We take the pork fat off. Now the bread. You have to be very careful with it. It will cook instantly in this heat. Instantly, I'm not joking. We need to make a crust. That's it, the bread. There's a crust. Let's take it. While the bread is still hot, we rub it with garlic and salt. Guys, these smells take me right back to childhood. It's just awesome. Rubbed it on both sides. You can add some mustard. And you can skip the onions if you want. For the mustard, just pick something nice and mild. We cut a piece of Salo and put it here. Like this. And now we do it like this. What does the fool think? Yeah, sure. For recipes like this, you need special equipment. No doubt about it. Cheers. And now like this. It's simple. Guys, this is out of this world. The taste of childhood, amplified 1,000 times. Guys, this is really delicious. This thing right here, incredibly delicious. So make sure to cook it. It's soft and tender. I'm speechless. I finished my bread off screen with this fried fat back here. So as not to bore you guys, this is super tasty. It's interesting. If you ever fried bread in pork fat as a kid, this is pure childhood nostalgia. And thanks to this quick mustard marinade, it became even much tastier. Absolutely, you can use thin fat back like this or thicker fat back too. You know what I mean. If you have thin bacon and aren't sure what to do with it, try this recipe to kick off grilling season. Thank you all very much. To everyone who likes and comments, thank you twice as much. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like, and I'll share the recipe. Bye everyone. I hope we'll see each other again many times.